Hello, Doc C here once again for Cochran Consulting LLC. We are a mergers and acquisition firm specializing in our E4 math philosophy system, E1 entering, E2 evaluating, E3 enhancing, and ultimately E4 exiting business ownership. Today, we're going to continue on our series of ratios, business ratios. And today's topic is gross profit margin. And before we get to that, I wanted to remind you, if you have any questions, comments, or any recommendations, please send us an email at cochranconsulting@yahoo.com or Curtis at cochranconsulting.com. Okay, let's jump on in. Let me share you my screen here. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. So if you can see my screen, of course, it's an Excel, a spreadsheet we developed, gross margin, gross profit margin. And if you look at this particular company, you have sales on 219 and 1.9 and 220, 221 and 222. It appears to be increasing. And at first glance, what's really interesting, you have the sales and cost of sales, and then you have gross profit margin on your P&L. And you, the business owner or company, you always want to hope that you're making money, because that's what owning a business is all about. But if you take a look at the gross profit margins for 2019, 20, 21, 22, they're increasing, which is good. Now, what you may or may not know about this gross profit margin is what I have actually included below here. The gross profit margin, the gross profit margin is a basic ratio, which it is, that measures the added value that the market places on a company's non-manufacturing activities. And of course, you have the formula. And so the cost of goods sold is clearly an important component of gross margin, profit margin. It is usually calculated as the sum of the cost of materials the company purchases plus any labor involved in manufacturing these goods and services. Well, goods actually, because services, most services do not have a cost of goods sold. So we have to take a look in consideration of that. Now, this second paragraph here is really kind of important. And it says in the second sentence there, a service business, such as a financial service institution or a laundry, typically has little or no cost of goods. A manufacturing, wholesaling, and retailing company, typically, with large cost of goods sold, with a gross profit margin that varies from 20 to 40%. And of course, these are some averages that we point out here at Cochran Consulting, some of the businesses that we evaluate and whatnot. The added value, this last part here, the added value, of course, is created by other costs such as operating expenses. In turn, these costs must be met largely by the gross profit on sales. So going back up here, so let's take a look at, throw some numbers. Let's say that, well, each year this company, your gross profit margin increased because, your cost of sales have actually increased, but so has your sales, which this company's done an excellent job in figuring out how to increase the gross profit margin based on sales. Now, we don't have the P&L in front of us, but in this particular case, this company is actually making money by doing what they're doing. So point of the GPM. the gross profit margin is this, that look at your industry standards. I'm not saying industry standards always it, but what I am saying is that look at your industry standards and then compare them to yours. And if you are above the industry standards, you're doing really well. Okay. So that's basically it. It's really a simple ratio, and it's a good indicator. My particular, I get asked this question many times. Well, what should my GPM be in my business? And, I really can't answer that question, because the question you need to ask yourself is how much money you want to make. And if that's how much money you want to make, that's your GPM. Okay. So let me go ahead and close this up. Remember, our presentations here, we try to make them short and simple. The other thing I want to share with you is our website briefly. Let me share that with you. A couple things I want to show you on that. Okay, so our website. First of all, if you are listening to this for the first time and you're a business owner, one of the things that I ask even business owners to do is go to our website and click on the Z-score. If you click on the Z-score, click on this graph, very simple. It'll come to this page. You fill this out, we automatically will send you your Z-score to fill out yourself. You can find out what your Z-score is. Now, if you don't know what a Z-score is, the Z-score is going to tell you how healthy your company is or is not. Okay, and that's yours. It's your message, your information. Okay, you do it yourself. I give you that Excel spreadsheet at no charge. Now, of course, I will get your name and email, and I'll follow up to see if you have any questions or if you are thinking about an exit strategy. The second thing I want to point out is, do you want to, and this is part of the E3 phase in our E4 math philosophy system. If you click on this tab, want to increase the value of your business. Of course, that should be your main purpose anyway. Every company should be in the E3 phase. So you come down here and you click on this. Now it says, what? Want to increase the value of your company? We can increase the value of your company up to 71% in 12 months. That is the truth. So you click on this, okay, you'll be going to this site. And of course, there's our E4 system. Fill out email, first name, last name, phone number, and click enter. And we'll get your information. We'll get you, send you a contact number, and we'll get you started on increasing the value of your business. Okay. The next, there's just two more things. Well, our contact, you can contact us there. Our books, we have another book coming out. Oh, we're excited about this one. I'm not going to give you the title yet, but this book right here, The Semantics of Mathematics and Business, when you first read the title, don't let that fool you of what that really means. And I did that purposely. Okay. You read this right here, this book is our E4 math philosophy system. It's the entire system. You read the book, you'll understand everything we do. Okay. And if you click on there, you can order that at Amazon. Of course, it's $20, paperback, Kindle, $9.99 right there. And we have other books. I'm just a constant reader and mathematician, and I have, just to let you know, if you listen to this video, my undergrad is mathematics, MBA, PhD in organizational behavior, and another doctorate in metaphysics. That's why I write about metaphysics. Okay, I wrote a couple books on that. Actually, 3 of them right there. The last one was mathematics and can't even say it, Metaphysical Regression, Human Knowledge. So my next book is, you're really going to like that book, but I'll tell you about it later. Okay, so the last thing I want to share with you is our nonprofits. And there's a reason why I'm sharing this with you. We're so excited about these two nonprofits that we're associated with. The very first one is this one. It's called Future Cycle Breakers. And Future Cycle Breakers, their mission is to create opportunities for generating wealth in underserved communities nationwide. Okay, and it is a nonprofit. I'm the president of this company here, this nonprofit. I'm so excited about it because we teach kids how to be an entrepreneur. Okay, if you click on there, you can donate here, but this talks a lot about our programs and what we do, or you can actually click down here and donate directly. Either or, it would be fantastic. $10 does a lot for these kids. The other nonprofit, which I am proud to be associated with and a part of, being a president of the board, is Straight Talk. And the mission of Straight Talk Counseling is to make available a variety of mental health, substance abuse, and rehabilitative services to individuals and families. Okay, this is an excellent program because what we do is we get people back on their feet, and guess what we do? We teach them about entrepreneurism, which is really our E4 system, Mathlosity system. So my purpose here is, if you own your own business, volunteer, give some time to the nonprofits. They need you, believe me. Okay, so that was it. It was really on GPM, gross profit margins. Stay tuned. We'll have another exciting thing on ratios, but I have another video coming out shortly. Well, I'll let you surprise you anyway. All right, again, this is Doc C, Cochran Consulting. If you have any questions, cochranconsulting@yahoo.com or Curtis at ccochranconsulting.com. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.